The indictment unsealed and provided to us by the U.S. Attorney's Office just moments ago makes it clear and really underscores our reporting from the last several days. They say that Epstein allegedly had a, quote, vast network of underage girls that he would use to perform these, quote unquote, massages, as they say, which turned out to be either some sort of a sexual abuse in some senses, that the massages these girls were ordered to undress these underage girls. And really the key here, and the question that people were talking about, why could this case be brought in New York? There's specific and numerous, quote, numerous examples, according to the indictment, where Jeffrey Epstein was involved with these underage girls here in New York City at his Upper East Side mansion, as it's called here in the indictment, a mansion that the federal government seeks to seize and forfeit, basically take possession of as a result of this indictment and the charges that they brought forth today. Sex trafficking is the major charge here. And what they were able to do, Stephanie, is they were able to draw a nexus to New York, not only with acts that occurred here, but that several other unnamed employees, there's several unnamed employees of Jeffrey Epstein in this indictment, that they made calls on behalf of Epstein to set up these underage encounters that would often turn sexual, as I said, that those calls were made from here in New York. And so that's what gives the federal prosecutors here in New York, the U.S. Attorney's Office, which is just behind me on my right, where we'll now have a press conference at 11 a.m. to discuss these charges. The U.S. Attorney Geoffrey Berman and the Assistant Director of the FBI, William Sweeney. Bill Sweeney will be giving a press conference here in just a little bit, and we expect them to perhaps go into a little bit more detail about this indictment and the charges that are expected or that have now been brought here in New York today. Jeffrey Epstein expected to be in a courtroom later on, but again, underscoring our reporting here over the last several days since Epstein was taken into custody in New Jersey on Saturday afternoon, that there were numerous victims, dozens of victims in kind of a vast network, according to prosecutors, that Jeffrey Epstein had for these underage girls and for sexual conduct that he had with them.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.